They were totally, utterly drunk, and that is exactly why they crashed into me. That's like $10,000, and my insurance are not going to pay any of it.
So 1 week ago, I was sitting in this very room when my friend approached me and asked me whether I wanted to go get some foot massage. At first, I was a little hesitant because I had a lot of work to do, but eventually I said yes. Once we reached the massage place, which is literally just there. Just over here, a few hundred meters away. So once we reached the massage place, my friend told me he had to go get some cash at the nearby ATM, and thus we continued motorbiking. A few kilometers away, I was passing the drunk driver on the street, and at the very last moment, he veered off course and crashed right into me.
This is where we crashed. I was driving on my side right here, they were on my lane right there, and at the very last moment, they turned straight into me, and both of us fell down somewhere here.
For the first time in my life, I lost consciousness. When my friend approached me, I was lying on the ground, motionless, completely covered in blood. Then, a few moments later, I suddenly stood up, started shivering uncontrollably and jumping around, which I have absolutely no recollection of. Eventually, the ambulance arrived and I was rushed to the hospital, where I spent the next 5 days of my life.
This is my first morning in the hospital. I came in here last night, and yeah, I feel great. The only problem is there are 4 fractures in my right cheekbone. I'm gonna have a surgery at 8 p.m. where they should put my cheekbone back into place, and then it should heal in about 3 or 4 weeks, which is great. It's much less serious than I had imagined. I'm sitting in a wheelchair now. I've never ridden a wheelchair in my life. You know what they say, if you still have first times, you're still young. That's cool. Oh, yay. This is so much fun. They just checked whether everything's okay with my eyes, because they look kind of funny. But either way, it's fine. They told me these things should go away in about 2 or 3 weeks on their own. There's nothing we can do about it. So it's great. I'll just enjoy my new style while I can. Also, I just received news that the 2 guys who crashed into me last night, who were driving on my lane, they were totally, utterly drunk. They had an alcohol tester and they both tested positive. And also the police found a lot of alcohol in their scooter as well. So there's no doubt they were completely drunk. And that is exactly why they crashed into me. I'm gonna get on my chair.
And your telephone? Can you put it on here?
My phone!
Yes.
Can I film my surgery?
No.
I barely need to leave my phone, which is okay. I just came back from my first surgery ever. And I can't remember shit. I feel very dizzy though. It's my second morning at the hospital, and the doctor was here a few minutes ago to tell me that the surgery had gone well. I will have to stay here for about 3 to 5 days, and then they should let me go. The only problem though is that this will cost me about $8,000, and my insurance are not going to pay any of it. Every time you buy insurance, they're very nice people and they want to sell you stuff. But every time something happens, there's always going to be laws and regulations that apply and explanations of why they cannot pay you the money. I've been traveling for 3 years. I would always have an insurance. I never got a payment. I think once for like $200 or $300, even though I spend thousands. I hate it. But they said it's gonna be like 280,000, and now it's 310.
You see that?
330,000. That's like $10,000, and this is not a final bill.
Yes.
This is my 3rd morning at the hospital, and my left eye is already better, though my right one is still very much swollen. I just looked at my shoes the first time, and this is how they look. Wow, this is crazy. Let's take a look at my shorts as well. They should look interesting. Wow, no. This side as well. I'll have to throw them out now. It's really funny how people act around you when you look like this. They're either very surprised or scared or extremely supportive. A lot of them can actually hide their feelings when they look at me, but the kids cannot, and it's so much fun. I really do look kind of weird. As if I'm celebrating Halloween big time. They just brought my dinner, and as every breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's soup. Because I cannot really eat anything else. So I've got some soup, some bananas right here, and some juice, which is awesome. Let's get going. When I think about it, I was so close to dying. I've been this close to dying quite a few times in my life, but this one was probably the closest one. I mean, if the guys were driving faster, if I hit my head in some sort of another way, say if I hit my brains as opposed to my cheekbone, if something happened to my spine, man, there's so many things that could have gone wrong. And they didn't. So I'm extremely happy. There's going to be a lot to remember, a lot to learn. And yeah, I'll look back to it 10 or 15 or 20 years from now and wow, I'll remember every single second of it. All the people who came to visit me, all my friends who were extremely supportive, all the nurses who took care of me, the doctor who did the surgery, my credit card who paid for it all. Thank that.
Now, once I left the hospital, I was so happy and so grateful to be alive. And I wanted to share my experiences and my takeaways with other people. So I posted a picture on my Facebook profile from the hospital with a description of what actually happened, and I also briefly mentioned the fact that my insurance company did not agree to pay my medical bills. And the post was engaged by thousands of people, and I got hundreds of comments and dozens of messages of people supporting me and wishing me well. And apparently a lot of those people were really angry with the insurance company because they had had some similar experiences in the past. And this became such big news in my homeland country, Lithuania, that the biggest news websites have covered the story. It was even shown on TV and talked about on radio. There was so much bad PR for the insurance company that eventually they actually agreed to pay the medical bills. And even though I was very happy that they returned the money that I had already paid at the hospital, my main takeaways were the fact that life is amazing. It could literally end at any moment, and we should cherish every single second that we have. As for me, apart from a few bruises and scratches here and there, and apparently not the most pretty eyes, I'm completely healthy. I haven't broken any bones in my arms and my legs. I can do pretty much everything right now. I can smile, I can work, I can read, I can talk, and I absolutely could not have been more grateful and just more happy than I am right now. So I really want to encourage you to smile more, to love more, to be happy every single day, and cherish even the smallest of things, as I do right now.
This is my 4th morning at the hospital, and I'm finally leaving this place. I've had a really complicated surgery. I've had my face stitched. I've had my jaw dislocated and fractured. I've taken a lot of medications, a lot of painkillers and antibiotics. It's been real painful, but I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier because I'm alive. And that's by far the most important thing. I will forget the pain. I will make the money back, but I would not have gotten my life back had it been taken away. So, yeah, I'm extremely happy, very, 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 very grateful and humbled by the whole experience. And I'll continue living my life. Make the most of every single day and be grateful for what I have.